Hello, today we're going to be making a dragon puppet. The first thing you'll want to do to get started is to make a paper chain. You've probably done this at some point before, but just in case you haven't, you want to start by making a loop of paper and stapling it shut, and then putting another strip of paper through the first one, and stapling that second one shut so that the rings are interconnected. And then you just keep going. I'm going to alternate colors from mine. And alternating colors this way, we'll begin with one that's blue and end with one that's pink. So once you have your paper chain, the next thing you want to do is find the large white circle that's folded in half. That's going to be the dragon's head. And you want to take the blue ring and put it pretty close to the center. Your stapler may not reach all the way to the center, but just try to get it pretty close. And then you staple the blue circle to the outside of the white circle. So you still have a mouth that opens and closes here, but you have the paper chain leading back from it and making the dragon's body. Next, you want to take one of your straws, and you're also going to staple that close to the middle of the circle. This is going to be the handle that you hold on to control the puppet. And again, your stapler may not reach quite all the way to the center, but just get it pretty close and it should still look right. So now you have a handle that you can hold on to. And then for the other end of the dragon, you want to take the other straw, staple it in place, and then you'll have a little piece of pink paper that you want to staple on top of the straw and cover up the straw, and then you have a little bit of a pointed tail sticking out at the end. So you have two straws you can hold onto as the handles to control your dragon. And then you have this big blank head at the top. So that's what we're going to work on next. This dragon has a horn, kind of like a unicorn's horn. So to make that horn, you're going to take the square of blue paper and I'm going to roll it. So you're making a shape that's sort of in between a tube and a cone. It'll be spiraling a little bit in the way that people often think of a unicorn's horn. You may need to play with it a little bit to get it to come out the way you like. Once you have something that you think is a pretty good shape, take a small piece of tape and use that to hold it together so it doesn't unroll. And then you want to go maybe about an inch or so from the bottom and fold the horn in half. So you have kind of made an L shape. You'll have the horn sticking up, and then the part that's flattened out at the bottom is going to be attached to the head. And then go ahead and staple that in the head. Staple that to the head. So now you have a dragon with a horn, but no face. All right, at this point, you will want to find your glue stick and find the red piece of paper that's folded in half. So it's a folded in half circle. So that's going to fit inside the white piece of paper to make the dragon's mouth. It will also cover up the staples that you made so far and make the inside look a little neater. Go ahead and put glue on the back of the circle. And then you want to center it inside the big circle and press it into place so it's nice and smooth and flat. I'm going to add a little more glue on mine. I think maybe I didn't put it close enough to the edge, and maybe it dried a little bit more quickly than I was expecting. So I'm just going to add more. And press. And that's sticking a little better. Next, you want to find your marker or crayon or whatever you're using, and you're going to draw some nostrils on the little nose piece. And then there's a little extra long piece at the bottom, and then you take that extra long piece and fold it back. So to attach it to the dragon, what you're going to do is put glue just on that little extra long piece that you folded back and press that glue against the dragon's head. Next, you're going to be doing the dragon's eyes, so there should be two kind of tombstone-shaped pieces. Just like for the nose, you're going to want to fold a little bit of the extra length down at the bottom so that you'll have a surface you can glue to the flat surface of the head. And then you want to draw the dragon's eyes. So I did mine like that. So an outline of a big circle and then a large black pupil. And then when I put these on the dragon's head, I'm going to put them not quite straight forward, but a little bit diagonally. Okay. And that's getting pretty dragon-like. I have some tissue paper here that's been cut into fringe. So it's not quite cut into strips like the blue and pink paper were. There's a piece at the top about an inch wide that is uncut, but it's just fringed like the end of a scarf. And that's going to be some hair for the dragon. And when you put the hair into place, you can sort of use it to cover up the places that you've glued or stapled the other things into shape. All right, and last we're going to give the dragon some teeth. So I have a row of teeth for the top and a row of teeth for the bottom. These also have a little extra bit of length at the end, and that's been folded to give you something you can put the glue on and glue that flat place against the flat dragon's head and then have the teeth hanging down or sticking up for the bottom. There's the bottom row of teeth. All right, and you should have a completed dragon. Ended up with an extra strip of pink. Maybe I could make a ton for it. Hope you enjoyed making the craft.